There's no fountain today. All set up. All my little charms. Stickers and bookmarks. Sticker sheets. I brought basically as many sticker sheets as I could possibly carry. And then enamel pins. Small prints are here. Mouse pads. And then big prints. I think it looks pretty. Ooh! I think it looks pretty cute.
I just stepped on.
You're in the way.
I helped.
Did you?
Yeah.
Marianne's table. She's gonna be rich and famous today. So we're just under 3 hours in. It's 12:40. It started at 10, and I am broken even. So I'm quite happy. My costs are really low though because I'm staying with a friend, so no housing costs. Yay! My first Whataburger. One of my vendor neighbors, her husband, got sent out for food and gave me this. And this is a medium. I think this is larger than a Starbucks venti. This is a medium of sweet tea. I'm shocked. We're about 2 hours away from the end of day. Don't understand why there's these lights. And overall, I would say we had a big rush at the beginning of the day, and it's been fairly slow for the rest of the day. I did, however, make that cost a trip, and we'll be able to probably buy my friends dinner today, so I'm very happy overall. And I'm excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a sold out day. There's a lot of people coming. I don't remember exactly how many, but there's definitely more than today, so I'm hoping that means good sales for tomorrow. Also, I'm still drinking this. I think I'm like here. I'm so hydrated. Day 2, we're back. So we didn't sell any hair cloths yesterday, but a lot of people picked them up. We sold out of 2 of the sticker sheet designs. One of them is the books and stationery one, which is fully sold out. I don't have any more at home. And the other one is the October Patreon goodie bag sticker sheet, which I also have none of left. Sold out of those 2, and I am gonna guess we might sell out of origami today. And that one will also be fully gone. A lot of people have been picking up this one here, which normally never gets picked up, so that's fun. I hope these sell out because I don't want to deal with them anymore. We sold a bunch of the polymer clay charms, but we still have a good amount left for today and tomorrow. So hopefully all of these get good homes. We didn't sell any plushies, which is fine. They're just here. Yeah. Overall, I think yesterday was a pretty decent day. We made back table, we made back cost, so we're just here vibing. And there's so many things here that I want to buy. It's really dangerous. I bought something from Everyday Explorer Co., who is my table neighbor across from me, and I might do some more shopping today. I had no snacks yesterday except for the snacks that Little Craft Fest very kindly gave all of the vendors. But I had Alan go out to apparently what sounds like heaven, the biggest grocery store that he's ever seen. He went to this place called H-E-B grocery stores? I don't know. But he got me my tea and he got me some pretzel crisps, so I shall be good for today. I changed this slightly. People kept asking if I still had washi tapes in stock, so I'm putting them here, and hopefully that means people will know that they can just grab them. And I condensed all my charms into down here. So it's end of the day. It's a couple minutes away from the end of the day. We did sell out of this print, and we only have 2 of each hair claw left. And I think that's pretty much all that happened today. I think that this was the right move to put the washi tapes out so people could grab them. A lot of people were picking them up and then deciding to buy them. So that was smart. And people are still looking at these, even though they're like kind of harder to see because they're lower down. But because they're like right above the bookmarks, I think it still works out all right. Yeah, overall, it was all right. It was a slower day than yesterday, than Friday, even though Friday technically had less tickets sold. So that's a little bit disappointing, I guess, but I'm ready to go home, guys. And then also, I heard some people were trying to buy tickets at the door, but it was sold out for today. Even though the marketplace, like this room where we are, has been pretty empty all day. Which is kind of frustrating because I feel like we could have had more customers if they had allowed like at the door sales, you know, ticket sales. But it is what it is, and hopefully tomorrow has the least amount of tickets sold, but maybe they will be selling out the door tickets tomorrow, and maybe there will be some last minute shopping. And then I get to go home and see my doggy and like rest for a bit after 3 weekends back to back. Last day, and my neighbor got me a donut. Yummy! This is my neighbor, Sugar Cube Studio, who gave me the donut. And I got a sketchbook. It's her last one. She's mine. So it is just before the midday check-in. It is just before 1 p.m. It's 12:40. And it's died down a lot. In general, what I've noticed is that there's like a mad rush in the morning, probably because of the free stamp rally that is hosted by the organizers. So there's a free stamp rally, so people are all rushing to get the stamps so that they can get a free swag bag. And that's when a lot of people are doing their shopping. And at around midday, probably a little earlier than midday, the crowd really dies down. Everyone goes to workshops, and then the marketplace, which is where I am, kind of feels like a dead zone. So like yesterday, for the last 4 hours, it felt like I was like making no sales. So it's kind of interesting. And then they've been telling everyone that all of the tickets have been sold out, which I'm sure they are for workshops, but I feel like they could let people into the marketplace if like at the door tickets for just the marketplace, because you know it's like kind of boring for us. Yesterday I started looking at knitting patterns again on Ravelry, and I have a lot of knitting patterns I want to make and no time, except I had time yesterday to knit. So that's my update. But overall, it's been a pretty good market for me. I met my goal. I'll talk about numbers at the end, but I met my goal. It's just that you kind of have to be prepared that like all of your sales are going to happen in the first 2 hours of the day, and then you're just going to sit around for the rest of the day. Yay, thank you. Hi, finally. Missed you in Seattle. See you in Houston. Yeah. Finally. Besties. Did you just poke my hand with your notebook? Yeah. I miss my bestie. I miss you. 5:20. I took my sweet time. All packed up. Thank you, Houston. Let's go home. All right. Howdy, everyone. No, that was weird. This is the last little convention market travel vlog in a little bit. Your girl is tired, all right? So we went to Houston. We stayed with friends in Houston, so I didn't vlog pretty much anything outside of Little Craft Fest, outside of Houston Stationery Fest, because I didn't want to be rude or to impose or to like, you know, to maintain their privacy, you know, our friends' privacy. So I was only able to vlog the market, and I think that's fine. But yeah, overall, Houston Stationery Fest, I didn't really know what to expect. I know that there was a lot of vendors in the marketplace compared to Yoseka, so Yoseka Stationery Fest last year. So I kind of expected it to be not as good as Yoseka Stationery Fest, and I was right. But it was still a good event. I had a really good time, and I love the stationery girlies, and I met a lot of people who watch my vlogs and who follow me on Instagram and stuff like that. So that was really cool. Thank you so much if I got to meet you. Thank you so much for stopping by, saying hi, buying something, all of that. Houston Stationery Fest was held in Conroe, Texas. So not Houston, north of Houston, suburb of Houston. I don't know. I stayed on the other side of Houston because that's where our friends live. And that meant that every day we drove over an hour to get to the hotel where the Stationery Fest was held, which was an experience. Houston is very large. Our friends told us that apparently Houston is the size of Connecticut, which is crazy because that's a whole state. Let's just talk numbers. Houston, I made 243 sales, and my average sale was pretty high. My average sale was $29. And I gave out over $1,000 in discounts because I do a buy two, get one free deal for my sticker sheets. And I knew that my sticker sheets were going to be my top seller. That's kind of what I expected. I brought every sticker sheet that I could. I brought as many as I could. And I have been cleaned out of a lot of stickers, which is kind of a little bit stressful because I am still waiting on this whole tariff situation to resolve in order to order new ones or restocks. Anyway, everything is fine. I'm not stressed. So I already know that the vast majority of my sales were sticker sheets. And yep, when I scrolled down, I sold 283 sticker sheets, which is what I expected. I price my sticker sheets really high for in-person markets and conventions. I price them at $10 right now, and with the intention that you are supposed to do the buy two get one free deal, because when you do that, it ends up being about $6.5 per sticker sheet, which is how much I price them on my website. All right, so people who are only buying one sticker sheet don't know a good deal when they see one. I am kind of considering changing the deal slightly. I've been thinking about changing it to $9 per sticker sheet and doing buy three, get one, because that still averages out to about $6.5 per sticker sheet. But it raises the amount that people will buy, because a lot of people I noticed were specifically buying in multiples of 3. So maybe if people would buy in multiples of 4, I could clear out more stuff. But yeah, overall, I would say it was a pretty good time. What I thought was really interesting was that all of my sales would happen in the first few hours of the day, and then the afternoon would be kind of crickets. And that's, I think, because of all the workshops that were happening. So Little Craft Fest sold tickets to attendees, right? And they capped ticket sales because of probably how chaotic Osaka Stationery Fest and how chaotic Chicago Stationery Fest were. There was a lot of issues with overcrowding and stuff like that. So I think in Houston, they were really worried about that issue. So they capped tickets pretty early. And that meant that every day there were less than 1,000 attendees per day to come and shop from us. And a lot of I think all of the workshops sold out. So when everyone was in workshops, nobody was shopping in the marketplace. I do think that it was kind of like not great for morale in the afternoons when there was like no shopping going on. And I feel like maybe, just as off the top of my head, I think I mentioned this, but I think that they could maybe sell tickets at the door, or like a reduced price ticket that's just for the marketplace. Like the after hours of the marketplace or whatever, the afternoon hours. Something like that would have been nice for us. I also think that Houston is really large, so I don't know how many people would like make the trek up just to like maybe get a ticket to come in the afternoon. But I feel like all the people that I talk to who are from Houston or from Texas are used to driving a lot. I don't know. New Yorkers don't drive anywhere, okay? We don't. Anyway. Yeah, so I thought that was a little bit weird. The Wi-Fi situation was great. No service issues. Little Craft Fest got vendor Wi-Fi for all of us, which is really, really nice. And I think even if I had relied on phone service, I would have been fine. So that's a big plus, especially coming off of SacreCon where I had so many connection issues. It was a nice hotel. The venue's in a nice hotel. The bathrooms are really nice. The bathroom stalls. Okay, this is a very small thing. The bathroom stalls were like full doors, like you're fully covered. I really liked that. I think that some bathroom stalls, the gaps too big. I don't like that. Anyway, very nice bathrooms. It's a very nice hotel, so it makes sense. Overall, I would do Houston again. I was thinking about it, and my goal was to make around half of what I made at Yoseka, and I pretty much did that. Oh, I also started doing, okay, this is kind of scammy, but I have a Square terminal. I have a Square terminal now, and so I've been allowing people to give tips through my Square terminal if they do a credit card transaction. And normally I just kind of hold it out, and I'm like, there's a tip screen. If you would like to tip, you can, but there's no pressure. Something like that. In Houston, I started saying that tips go to treats for my puppy with a little picture of Boba, and it worked really well. I got a lot of tips, and Boba is very thankful. So Boba is now earning her keep instead of just being a little freeloader. So thank you very much if you tipped my dog. She's very excited. She's also, we realized yesterday that she's gotten a little fat. So her meals are going to have to get a little bit smaller if she's going to eat as many treats as she's eating. So yeah, anyway. Thank you if you bought treats for my dog, especially to the grandma. There was a lady who bought a mouse pad for me. I'm going to remember her forever. She bought a mouse pad for me, and I was out of bags, and she said, that's fine. Her daughter was there to hold her stuff for her. Great daughter. And she brought her daughter over. Her daughter also bought stuff, but bought with credit card instead of with cash. The first lady purchased with cash. And I had given her $4 and change because she gave me a 20. I gave her 4 back because the mouse pads are 16. Anyway, the daughter paid for whatever I don't remember what she bought. Daughter paid in credit card, and I did my little spiel, my little tip for my puppy spiel. And then the older lady, the first lady, handed me $2. And I was like, really? And she handed me $2 for my puppy. And that was so nice. So, yeah. Yeah, just thank you. It was so nice. I really wasn't expecting that. So yeah, also big credit card sales in Houston. Definitely be able to take credit cards. I would say 90% of my transactions were card. But yeah, anyway, thank you to Houston. Thank you to Texas. Y'all were very, very nice to me. I got put next to some of the nicest people. I was next to Sugar Cube Studios, who is from Texas, and I got this sketchbook from her. I'm so excited about the sketchbook. I got the sketchbook from her. And then I was also next to L&M Scribbles, I think. L&M Scribbles got us food on the first night. I had my first Whataburger. That was so nice. And also very shocking how large a medium sweet tea is. I looked up how much sugar was in a medium sweet tea, and I ate so much sugar that day. I was on a sugar high. Anyway, yeah, people were really, really nice to me, and our friends were really, really nice. So thank you to them for hosting us as well. It was a good time. So I'm glad I went, and I would do it again. If they have it again and they would accept me again, I think I would do it again. I do think that they should maybe do a little bit of restructuring for the afternoon so it's not so lonely for the sellers. But it was also really nice because it meant that I got to run around and buy stuff. And I did that a lot. So, yeah. Okay, that is all I have to say about Houston. Thank you so much for watching. And our next video is going to be probably something more chill, something more vloggy, something less going out. I'm so tired, guys. 3 weeks in a row of traveling. exhausting. All right. I love you all so much. Thank you for being part of my cozy little space on the internet. Boba's waiting for me to feed her breakfast because I have been yapping at my camera instead of feeding her. And you know what? That is an injustice that needs to be fixed. All right. I'll see y'all next week. Bye, friends.